बच्चों? I think you all are safe in your home. Yes. So today we are going to see your 9th video for lesson 8. Okay children. So before going inside the class, I want you to tell you something, that in each and every video I am advising you, that only I am going to tell you again, that the dangerous virus coronavirus is spreading more. So please be careful, stay in home, don't go outside unnecessarily. If you want to go outside, please wear mask, use hand sanitizer, and then maintain social distancing so that you can avoid anything or any diseases to come near to you. Okay, so why we are doing these such things? Because we have to protect our body and we have to take care of our health. Okay children? Yes. Are you all eating foods which are having more immunity power? Yes, I hope you all are eating that. Please follow that, continue that, because the foods which are having more immunity power only can save you from these types of virus. Okay children, and one more important thing, please avoid junk foods which is very harmful for your health. So as I told you in the last video, you have seen the video for video 8. Yes, so today I am going to teach you the next video 9 for lesson 8, and some classworks I am going to give, that we will see what is going to be. Next, now we are going to see, as I told you already, we are going to see part 8, Sham Ek Kisan, and then Mahabharat, Amba or Bhishma. So 8th lesson is nothing but Sham Ek Kisan. So the poet, what he is telling, he is comparing the evening time with the farmer. Okay, so children, you all know that evening time it will be very breezy, the sun will be setting, and then on that time what we can realize, the cool breeze of the air, and then the dim sunlight. Here only the mountains and the breeze air is compared to a farmer. What the poet is telling, evening time is compared to a farmer. How they are comparing, that only we are going to see. And then in Mahabharat, we are going to see the story of Amba or Bhishma. Let's move inside the lesson. So for that, first you have to take your Vasant book. In that you have to take page number 63. In that only we are going to see the poem. So Sham Ek Kisan, children, this is a poem, not a lesson. Okay, so let us see what is happening in that poem. So I hope you all have taken page number 63. In that you can see your 8th poem, Sham Ek Kisan. So आकाश का साफा बांधकर सूरज की चिलम खींचता, बैठा है पहाड़ घुटने पर पड़ी है नहीं चादर सी, पास की दहक रही है पलाश के जंगल की अंगीठी, अंधकार दूर पूर्व में सिमटा बैठा है पेड़ों के गले सा. So one more time I will read. आकाश का साफा बांधकर सूरज की चिलम खींचता, बैठा है पहाड़ घुटनों पर पड़ी है नहीं चादर सी, पास ही दहक रही है पलाश के जंगल की अंगीठी, अंधकार दूर पूर्व में सिमटा बैठा है भेड़ों के गले सा. नेक्स्ट वन. अचानक बोला मोर, जैसा किसी ने आवाज़ दी, सुनते हो चिलम अवधि, धुआं उठा सूरज डूबा अंधेरा छा गया. So again one more time I will repeat. अचानक बोला मोर, जैसे किसी ने आवाज़ दी, सुनते हो चिलम अवधि, धुआं उठा सूरज डूबा अंधेरा छा गया. So Sarv Dayal Saxena. So he is the poet who has written this poem. So in this poem already I told you they are comparing the evening time with the who? Farmer. Yes. So they are comparing the evening time with the farmer. Let us see how they are comparing. So now I have read the poem 2 times. So I hope you have listened. Now I will explain each paragraph what is happening here. Now let's see the meaning for first paragraph. आकाश का साफा बांध कर सूरज की चिलम खींचता, बैठा है पहाड़ घुटनों पर पड़ी है नहीं चादर सी, पास ही दहक रही है प्लास के जंगल की अंगीठी, अंधकार दूर पूर्व में सिमटा बैठा है भेड़ों के गले सा. So here you can see the meanings. First one, आकाश means आसमान, साफा सिर पर बांधने का वस्त्र. So in the head they will be tying one cloth, no, that is only साफा. चिलम जिसमें तंबाकू रखकर आग भरते हैं. So चिलम is nothing but in which they are keeping that some type of तंबाकू and they are burning. दहक, so सुलग. What is दहक? सुलग कर जलना. So it will be burning in a dim way. प्लास लाल रंग के फूल. प्लास means that is a red color flower. जंगल वन. जंगल means forest. अंगीठी जिसमें आग जलाई जाती है. अंगीठी is nothing but stove. अंधकार अंधेरा. अंधकार means night. पूर्व एक दिशा का नाम. So पूर्व is nothing but a name of a direction. सिमटा इकट्ठा होकर. सिमटा means what we can say gathering. गल्ले झुंड. झुंड means crowd. Okay. So now कवि जाड़े के मौसम में शाम के समय प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य का आनंद लेते हुए पहाड़ को देखता है. So the writer he is seeing the mountain. तो वह उसे एक किसान की भांति दिखाई देता है. So the how the mountain seems to be when a poet he is seeing the mountain. So when the poet he is seeing the mountain, it seems like a farmer. So in the before picture itself you might have seen it is seems to be a farmer. उसके ऊपर का आकाश ऐसा लगता है जैसे उसने साफा बांधा है. So top of the sky is look like a cloth which is tied in the head. उसके चरणों में बहती नदी घुटनों पर रखी चादर के समान दिखाई देती है. So the river which is going at the feet of the mountain, it seems to be a bed sheet. How it seems to be? It seems to be a bed sheet. प्लास के खिले लाल लाल फूल जंगल की जलती अंगीठी प्रतीत होते हैं. So plus what I told you, that is red color flowers. So the red colored flowers, how it seems to be? It seems to be a stove which is burning and it is creating a red color light. ऐसा लगता है कि वह अपने ताप से जाड़े को कम कर रही है. So the warmness of that flowers, that means the red color flower is reducing the heat. Like that the poet is telling पूर्व की दिशा में. So पूर्व means it is nothing but पूर्व की दिशा में means I told you that is a direction. So children, this is the meaning for first paragraph. I hope you all have understand the first paragraph which is given here. Now we are going to see the next paragraph. Let us see. अचानक बोला मोर, जैसे किसी ने आवाज़ दी, सुनते हो चिलम अवधि, धुआं उठा सूरज डूबा अंधेरा छा गया. So in this paragraph you can see the meaning. Audi means ulti. Ulti means reverse. Duba ast. Duba means sun is setting, right? Suryan maraidal அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, that is only duba. Now meaning जाड़े की शाम का वातावरण एकदम शांत था. So the time of evening is very the environment which is containing the evening time is very silent. लेकिन अचानक एक मोर बोल उठता है. So suddenly one peacock is speaking. जैसे किसी ने आवाज़ लगाई हो कि सुनते हो. Somebody is calling, please come. Somebody is calling, can you hear me? So what the peacock is telling, that somebody is telling, can you hear me? सुनते हो, what is the meaning, can you hear me? इस आवाज़ के साथ ही सारा वातावरण बदल गया. By hearing this voice, by hearing this thing, everything in that environment suddenly changed. यह एक घटना प्रतीत होने लगी. So this is like a incident जिसमें चिलम उलट गई, आग बुझ गई. So what happened in that, every fire has stopped. धुआं उड़ने लगा. So what is coming, some gas type thing is coming. सूरज डूब गया, sun has set. शाम ढल गई, the evening time has came. और रात का अंधेरा चारों ओर छा गया. So now at last what happened, the night time has came by happening these things. So this is the meaning for the second paragraph. Children, I hope you have understood the second paragraph. Now we are going to see the Kavita ka Sar. Okay, so Sar means nothing but the short story of this poem. Okay, कवि ने किसान के रूप में जाड़े की शाम के प्रतीक दृश्य का चित्रण किया है. So in this what scene they are telling that the evening time is compared with the what, farmer. Yes, इस प्राकृतिक दृश्य में what is happening in this scene, दृश्य में पहाड़ बैठे हुए एक किसान की तरह दिखाई देता है. So the mountain seems to be a farmer sitting in a mountain. So how the mountain appears means, the mountain seems to be, while the poet he is seeing that mountain, he can see that the farmer he is in a sitting position. आकाश उसके सिर पर बांधे साफे के समान, पहाड़ के नीचे बहती हुई नदी घुटनों पर रखी चादर सी. So already I told you that the white color sky, it seems to be a turban in the head of that farmer, and the river which is flowing at the feet of that mountain, it seems to be a bed sheet. And then प्लास के पेड़ों पर खिले लाल लाल फूल जलती अंगीठी के समान, पूर्व क्षितिज पर घना होता अंधकार झुंड में बैठी भेड़ों जैसा. So the red color flower, it seems to be a light which is in a stove, which is seems to be a red color. And then the everything, the mount surrounded to the mountains is like a crowd of what we can say, ship. सूरज चिलम पर सुलगती आग की भांति दिख रहा है. So how the sun seems to be, the sun seems to be a red color fire. यह पूरा दृश्य शांत है. So everything is silent. अचानक मोर बोल उठता है. So suddenly the peacock speaks out. मानो किसी ने आवाज़ लगाई. Somebody is giving the sound. सुनते हो, can you hear me? इसके बाद यह दृश्य घटना में बदल जाता है. After that it changed into an incident. चिलम उलट जाती है, आग बुझ जाती है. So the fire has stopped. धुआं उठने लगता है. The gas has formed. सूरज डूब जाता है. So the sun has set. शाम ढल जाती है और रात का अंधेरा छा जाता है. So the evening time has over and the night time has came. One more time I will repeat, please listen. कवि ने किसान के रूप में जाड़े की शाम के प्रतीक दृश्य का चित्रण किया है. इस प्राकृतिक दृश्य में पहाड़ बैठे हुए एक किसान की तरह दिखाई दे रहा है. आकाश उसके सिर पर बांधे साफे के समान, पहाड़ के नीचे बहती हुई नदी, घुटनों पर रखी चादर सी, प्लास के पेड़ों पर खिले लाल लाल फूल, जलती अंगीठी सरीखी पूरब क्षितिज पर घना होता, अंधकार झुंड में बैठी भेड़ों जैसा, और पश्चिम दिशा में डूबता सूरज चिलम पर सुलगती आग की बाती दिख रहा है। यह पूरा दृश्य शांत है। अचानक मोर बोलता है, मानो किसान ने आवाज लगाई, सुनते हो? किसी ने आवाज लगाई, सुनते हो? इसके बाद यह दृश्य घटना में बदल जाता है। चिलम उलट जाती है, आग बुझ जाती है, धुआं उठने लगता है, सूरज डूब जाता है, शाम ढल जाती है और रात का अंधेरा छा जाता है। So this content is nothing but the poem it has given in a short form. The whole poem it has given in a short form that you can see here. This is in the back side of your this poem. If you want, you can read from that. So children, I hope you all have understood this poem very clearly. Please read this in your book one time so that you can understand very easily. Next, you are going to see Mahabharat. For that, you have to take your book Bal Mahabharat Katha. So, in that, I told you already. Today, we are going to see the lesson Amba or Bhishma. Before going inside the lesson, first I will tell you the stories, the starting of the story. You all know that the Mahabharat was written by Vyas Muni. So in this picture you can see the saint, he is only Vyas Muni and Lord Ganesh. They both are sitting and they have discussed about Mahabharat and they are started writing that Mahabharat. Okay. So you all already know that Mahabharat was written by Vyas Muni. He is the author of the Mahabharat. Yes. So this is the starting of Mahabharat which was written by Lord Ganesh and Vyas Muni. Here the next one you can see that Kunti, she has got Karnan from Surya Bhagwan. So here she has got the sun in her hand through Surya Bhagwan. So here the Karnan has born. In the next one you can see that Kunti, she is in a garden and the Pancha Pandavas, they are playing in a garden. So here you can see the scenery of Pancha Pandavas and Kunti. Kunti is plucking flower in a garden and the Pancha Pandavas, they are playing. So this Pancha Pandava are the main heroes of this Mahabharat and Kunti, she is the mother of Pancha Pandavas. So next we will see what is happening. Next to that you can see in this picture the Pancha Pandavas, they are learning the art of bow and arrow from his teacher Dronacharya. So who has taught them the art of bow and arrow means Dronacharya, that you already know. So here they are learning the art of bow and arrow from their teacher Dronacharya. After learning the art of bow and arrow, now Arjuna, he is hitting the eyes of the fish and he is getting married with Draupadi. So according to the advice of Kunti, that these 5 Pandavas, they should share everything what they are getting as a single. So here Arjuna, she is getting married with Draupadi. So Draupadi, she is the wife of Pancha Pandavas because according to her mother's advice, his mother's advice, they all had married a single girl, that is Draupadi. She is the wife of Pancha Pandavas. So here this is the starting of Mahabharatam story. I told you children the 3 stages. Next we are going to see the story of Amba and Bhishma. What is going to happen? Let's see. Now we will see the story of Amba और भीष्म. सत्यवती के पुत्र चित्रागत एक गंधर्व के साथ युद्ध में मारे गए थे. इसके बाद विचित्रवीर्य राजा बने. So after the death of Chitragat, विचित्रवीर्य he became the king. विचित्रवीर्य जब विवाह योग्य हुए तो भीष्म को उनके विवाह की चिंता हुई. So विचित्रवीर्य he was thinking about marriage दैट टाइम व्हाट भीष्म इज डूइंग, भीष्म को विदित हुआ कि काशीराज की कन्याओं का स्वयंवर होने वाला है. सो काशीराज ही इज अ किंग, ही इज हैविंग two daughters that he is going to marry for his daughters. स्वयंवर में देश विदेश के राजकुमार आए थे. सो एवरीबडी दे आर इन द पार्टी. क्षत्रियों में भीष्म की प्रतिज्ञा के प्रति आदर भाव था. सो द भीष्म इज द किंग ऑफ हस्तिनापुर. सो एवरीबडी दे आर गिविंग रेस्पेक्ट टू हिम. उनको स्वयंवर मंडप में देखकर राजकुमारों को आश्चर्य वे निराशा हुई. सो ऑल आर वेरी हैप्पी बाई सीइंग भीष्म देयर. बूढ़े भीष्म को देखकर परम सुंदरी कन्याएं उद्युक्त हो उठी. नीच स्वभाव के नरेश भीष्म की हंसी उड़ाते हुए उन पर फबीताएं फंसाने लगी. सो एवरीबडी दे आर व्हाट दे आर मेकिंग सम फन ऑफ भीष्म बिकॉज ही इज वेरी एज्ड. यह देखकर भीष्म ने कहा, नाउ भीष्म इज टेलिंग, हे भूमि पालो, मैं इन कन्याओं को यहाँ से बलपूर्वक हर ले जाना चाहता हूँ. तुम लोग अपनी पूरी शक्ति लगाकर विजय अथवा पराजय के लिए मुझे रोकने का प्रयत्न करो. सो व्हाट भीष्म इज डूइंग, भीष्म इज किडनैपिंग द गर्ल्स इन दैट प्लेस. ऐसा कहकर भीष्म ने काशीराज की तीनों कन्याओं को उठाकर रथ में बैठा लिया और हस्तिनापुर को चल दिए. So here what happened, Bhishma he has kidnapped the daughter of Kashiraj. She is having 3 daughters and he is making them the 3 daughters to sit in a chariot and he is starting to Hastinapur. Now Kashiraj की बड़ी कन्या, the big girl of Kashiraj is Amba. मन ही मन शौबार देश के राजा शालव का वर्णन कर चुकी थी. सो शी इज़ लविंग विद, शी इज़ गॉट लव विद शालव. ही इज़ ऑल्सो ए किंग ऑफ शौब देश. सो अम्बा शी इज़ फॉल इन लव विद शालव. शालव बड़ा वीर राजा था. सो शालव ही इज़ अ वेरी ब्रेव किंग. उसके भीष्म को रोकने का प्रयास किया. सो ही इज़ ट्राइंग टू स्टॉप भीष्म बट ही इज़ नॉट एबल टू स्टॉप. दोनों में युद्ध हुआ. बोथ दे हैज फाइटेड. भीष्म ने शालव को हरा दिया किंतु काशीराज की कन्याओं की प्रार्थना पर उसे जीवित छोड़ दिया. सो व्हाट हैपन, ही काशीराज डॉटर्स दे आर बेगिंग टू भीष्म दैट प्लीज लीव शालव, डोंट किल हिम बिकॉज शालव हैज लूज्ड द फाइट. जब इन कन्याओं का विचित्र वीर्य से विवाह का आयोजन होना लगा तब अम्बा ने एकांत में भीष्म से कहा. सो नाउ भीष्म इज ट्राइंग टू मेक मैरिज विद विचित्र वीर्य दैट्स दिस 3 daughters of Kashiraj. That time Amba is telling that I have got love with Shalav, so I don't want to marry with Vichitra Virya. प्लीज़ सेंड मी टू शालव अगेन. मेरे मन की बात जानने के बाद आप मेरे बारे में अब जो उचित समझें करें. लाइक दैट अम्बा इज़ टेलिंग दैट आई डोंट वांट टू मैरी हिम, आई वांट टू मैरी ओनली शालव. भीष्म ने अम्बा की बात को उचित मानते हुए उसे सत्समानत शालव के पास भेज दिया. सो व्हाट हैपन, भीष्म ही सेंडिंग बैक अम्बा टू शालव एंड अंबिका और अंबालिका का विवाह विचित्र वीर्य के साथ कर दिया. सो नाउ अंबिका और अंबालिका द सिस्टर्स ऑफ अम्बा दे आर गेटिंग मैरिड विद विचित्र वीर्य. नाउ अम्बा शी इज़ गोइंग टू सी शालव. अम्बा ने शौबदेश पहुंचकर शालव से कहा, राजन मैं आपको ही अपना पति मान चुकी हूँ. सो नाउ व्हाट शी इज़ टेलिंग टू शालव दैट आई हैव गॉट only you in my heart. I won't marry somebody because I have love with you. But what Shalav is telling, no, you are the girl who has kidnapped by Bhishma. I am not ready to marry you. Again she is coming to Bhishma and she is telling that he is not accepting me. What I can do? Again Bhishma voiced what he is telling. Again you go and ask him. I think he can change his mind like that. Bhishma is telling. Again she is getting back to Shalav. But Shalav he is not interested to marry her. अम्बा ने लौटकर भीष्म को शालव का उत्तर बताया. भीष्म ने विचित्र वीर्य से अम्बा के साथ विवाह करने के लिए कहा. सो व्हाट द Bhishma what is telling Vichitravirya that you also marry with Amba also, but Vichitravirya he is not accepted to marry her. Now नेक्स्ट भीष्म ने अपनी प्रतिज्ञा तोड़ने से मना कर दिया. व्हाट विचित्र वीर्य इज टेलिंग, इंस्टेड ऑफ गेटिंग मैरिड मी विद अम्बा यू कैन गेट मैरिड, बिकॉज भीष्म he has taken the promise that in her whole life he will never get married, right? So how he can marry Amba? विचित्र वीर्य को समझाया वह ना माना. अम्बा को पूर्णशालव के पास भेज. अगेन they are sending that he is not ready to accept. Now what happened? Amba 6 वर्ष तक इसी प्रकार घूमती रही. 6 years has passed, but Amba she is roaming here and there. And then afterwards, what she is doing? At last she got angry with Bhishma and she was in a fire type mode. उसने भीष्म का वध करने के लिए राजाओं से प्रार्थना की, पर राजा तो भीष्म के नाम से ही डरते थे. So what happened? She is speaking to all the kings of Hastinapur that I want to kill Bhishma, please help me. But everybody they are got afraid of Bhishma because he is very very powerful. तब अम्बा परशुराम की शरण में गई. Now what happened finally? After 6 years roaming here and there, Amba she went to Parasuram. अम्बा ने परशुराम से कहा. What she is telling? ब्राह्मण वीर मेरी प्रार्थना केवल यही है कि आप भीष्म से युद्ध करें. प्लीज़ यू फाइट विद भीष्म. लाइक दैट शी इज टेलिंग. मैं अपने भीष्म के वध की भीख मांगती हूँ. आई एम बेगिंग यू दैट यू प्लीज़ किल भीष्म. भीष्म परशुराम के शिष्य थे. सो तो भीष्म ही इज़ द what we can say, Parashuram he is the teacher of Bhishma. So what he told, I am not able to do that. परशुराम ने भीष्म से विवाह के लिए कहा, जिसे भीष्म से अस्वीकार कर दिया. अतः दोनों में दोनों एक भयंकर युद्ध हुआ. हार जीत का निर्णय न होने की स्थिति में परशुराम ने अम्बा से कहा. So again Parsuram also he is fighting with Bhishma, but at last what Parsuram is telling to Amba, better you leave it, this is not okay for you. जो कुछ मेरे वंश में था, whatever I can do I have done, but nothing had got possible. निराश होकर अम्बा ने तपस्या की. Now she is getting to a deep what we can say deep devotion. तपस्या के फल स्वरूप उसे वरदान मिला. After deep devotion what happened? She has got some वरदान from a god. what भीष्म का वध करेंगी. अम्बा ने अपना शरीर त्याग दिया. now she has died. and what happened? what the god is telling, in the next term you will be getting birth, and then that time you will be getting the name as Shikadi, so that at that time you can kill Bhishma by your own. कुरुक्षेत्र के युद्ध में शिकड़ी को रथ के आगे बैठाकर अब अर्जुन ने बाण चलाया. तब भीष्म पर बाण नहीं चलाया, क्योंकि उन्हें पता था कि अम्बा ही शिकड़ी है. सो व्हेन द war has started, that time Bhishma he is not able to kill Shikadi because he already know that is Amba, because he has got the new birth. अंत में भीष्म घायल होकर पृथ्वी पर गिर गया. भीष्म at last the Bhishma has died. तब जाकर अम्बा का क्रोध शांत हुआ. that time only she got some relaxation that Bhishma has died. in this children you can see the note. भीष्म ने स्वयंवर में सम्मिलित होते समय अपना नाम नहीं दिया था. so the Bhishma he has not given his name when the marriage festival is going on. अम्बा उसी जन्म में शिकड़ी नहीं बनी थी. सो शी डिडंट गेट द रीबर्थ इन दैट टाइम इटसेल्फ, बट आफ्टर दैट उसका दूसरा जन्म राजा द्रौपदी के यहाँ कन्या रूप में ही हुआ था. सो शी हैज़ बॉर्न टेकन हर रीबर्थ इन ऑन राजा द्रुपद एज अ गर्ल. एक यक्ष की कृपा से वह पुरुष बनी थी. सो इन द नेक्स्ट रीबर्थ शी इज बिकम अ मैन. भीष्म को पता था कि अम्बा ही कन्या रूप में जन्मी थी और वही अब शिकड़ी रूप में पुरुष है. So the Bhishma already he know that Amba is a girl. Now she got rebirth as Shikadi as a man. So children, in this story you have seen that how Amba she has a lot of trouble she is suffering on the way of Bhishma. So children, this is the story of Amba and Bhishma. I hope you all have understood this story very very clearly. Continuation to Sham Ek Kisan, Amba or Bhishma. Now we are going to see the classwork writing. So children, already I am telling you always take your classwork note and copy this in your classwork note. When you are writing in Hindi, how you should write? You should write in hanging letters very very neatly. And if you are writing in English, please use cursive handwriting. Write very very neatly in your classwork, because this is the record for your exam. So children, now we will start our classwork. So take new page and you can put today's date, and then you can start writing the heading part 8 Sham Ek Kisan. Now first Roman letter, you can see here children how I have given the heading. You have to write part 8 Sham Ek Kisan, and the down you are going to write Mahabharat, Amba or Bhishma lesson 3. So first Roman letter we are going to see Shabdart, that is meanings. So first one Akash. Akash means Asman. Akash you already know, sky. So Akash is Asman. Next Jungle. Jungle means one. Jungle is nothing but forest. Third one Sirf. Keval, only. We will be telling no that only, that is only Sirf, that is Keval. Vad, Hatya. Vad means killing. Hatya is also killing. So Vad, Hatya. Pitama, Baba. So Pitama means father, and the one more meaning is Baba. So these are the 5 meanings I have given here. One more time I will repeat. So Akash, first one Akash, Asman. Second one Jungle, one. Third one Sirf, Keval. Fourth one Vat, Hatya. Fifth one Pitama, Baba. So children, this Shabdart you have to write very very neatly in your classwork note. Next we are going to see the second Roman letter, that is Vilom Shabd, that means opposites. First one Astha, Anastha. Akrashan, Vikrashan. Third one Upasthit, Anupasthit. Fourth one Sajjan, Durjan. Fifth one Agya, Avagya. So first one is Astha, Anastha. Second one Akarshan, Vikarshan. Third one Upasthit, Anupasthit. Fourth one Sajjan, Durjan. Fifth one Agya, Avagya. So these are the 5 opposites that you have to copy in your classwork. Next we are going to see the third Roman letter, that is Paryavachik Shabd, that is same meanings. So Paryavachik Shabd is nothing but children, one word it will be having the same meanings of 2. So first one Aam. Aam means mango. So Rasal Pik Bandhu. What is the name of mango? Rasal Pik Bandhu. Next second one Krishak. So Krishak is nothing but farmer. So Kisan Khetihar. So what is the meaning? Kisan Khetihar. Ped. Third one is Ped. Ped is tree. Taru Vriksha. Fourth one is Machli. Machli means fish. That is Meen Shafari. Fifth one Hiran. Hiran means deer. Sarang Mrig. One more time I will repeat. Hiran means I told you deer. Okay. First one Aam, Rasal, Pik Bandhu. Second one Krishak, Kisan, Khetihar. Third one Ped, Taru, Vriksh, Machli, Meen, Shafari. Fifth one Hiran, Sarang, Mrig. So these are the 5 Paryavachik Shabd that you have to copy in your classwork. Next we are going to see the fourth Roman letter, that is Prashno ke Uttar Likho. Answer the following. So children, in this I have given both the things mingled. That means I have given everything from Mahabharata also and then poem also. So both the question answers are mingled here. So the first question, रात का अनुभव कैसा होता है? What is the experience in night we have? Okay, in the night, midnight, what is our experience? Like that they are asking. जब सूर्य पूरा डूब जाता है, when the sun is setting fully, कोहर छाने लगता है. So कोहर means nothing but the light. The light has become dim. चारों ओर गहन अंधकार दिखाई देता है. So every here we can see only dark. That is the experience of night. रात का अनुभव कैसा होता है? जब सूर्य पूरा डूब जाता है, कोहर छाने लगता है, चारों ओर गहन अंधकार दिखाई देता है. So this is the first question. Second one, अम्बा ने परशुराम से क्या कहा? What did अम्बा told to परशुराम? This is the second question. ब्राह्मण वीर आप भीष्म से युद्ध करें. So what she is telling, you please come and fight with Bhishma. Like that अम्बा is telling to परशुराम. अम्बा ने परशुराम से क्या कहा? ब्राह्मण वीर आप भीष्म से युद्ध करें. थर्ड क्वेश्चन, भीष्म पितामह ने शिखंडी के साथ युद्ध क्यों नहीं किया? सो थर्ड क्वेश्चन इज हियर. सो भीष्म पितामह, व्हाई द भीष्म he didn't fight with शिखंडी in a war? That like that they are asking. So this is the third question. So one more time I will repeat first question. रात का अनुभव कैसा होता है? जब सूर्य पूरा डूब जाता है, कोहर छाने लगता है, चारों ओर गहन अंधकार दिखाई देता है. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन, अम्बा ने परशुराम से क्या कहा? ब्राह्मण वीर आप भीष्म से युद्ध करें. थर्ड क्वेश्चन, भीष्म पितामह ने शिखंडी के साथ युद्ध क्यों नहीं किया? व्हाई द भीष्म he didn't fight with शिखंडी? This is the third question. Next, here you can see the answer for third question. क्योंकि वह जानते थे कि शिखंडी ही अम्बा है. So what the Bhishma already he know that अम्बा is only शिखंडी. So only he didn't fight with her. फोर्थ क्वेश्चन, अम्बा ने दिल ही दिल किसे अपना पति माना था? So अम्बा whom she is having in her heart and whom she is loving. शौपदेश के नरेश शालव. So she wants to get married with the शौपदेश राजा नरेश शालव. So she wants to get married with शालव. फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन, शालव ने अम्बा से शादी क्यों नहीं की? Why did शालव he didn't get married with अम्बा? क्योंकि आंसर इज क्योंकि भीष्म ने अम्बा का अपहरण करके शालव को हराया था. सो भीष्म he has kidnapped अम्बा and he has made शालव to lose the fight. So he is very very angry on her. So only he didn't marry अम्बा. So these are the 5 questions. फोर्थ क्वेश्चन अगेन आई विल रिपीट. अम्बा ने दिल ही दिल किसे अपना पति माना था? शौपदेश के नरेश शालव. फिफ्थ वन, शालव ने अम्बा से शादी क्यों नहीं की? क्योंकि भीष्म ने अम्बा का अपहरण करके शालव को हराया था. सो चिल्ड्रन, दिस इज द 5 क्वेश्चन आंसर which you have to copy in your classwork. Continuation to that, next we are going to see the long answer. The big question, शाम एक किसान कविता किस उद्देश्य से लिखी गई है? सो व्हाट डिड दिस शाम एक किसान कविता मीन बाय? शाम एक किसान कविता के माध्यम से सर्वदेश दयाला सक्सेना पर्वतीय प्रदेश के समकालीन प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य को दर्शाना चाहते हैं. So from this poem we can understand the evening time, what is happening and how the scenery seems to be. पर्वत का मानवीकरण करते हुए उन्होंने उसे एक किसान के रूप में दर्शाया है. So he is telling the mountain as a farmer, as the farmer is sitting as a mountain. though the mountain it seems to be a farmer is sitting. जो जाड़े की शाम में आकाश रूपी साफा पहनकर घुटने पर नदी रूपी चादर डालकर, so in the evening time a farmer is sitting with the sky, the white color sky as a bird turban in his head, and the river which is flowing at the feet of that mountain he seems to be a bed sheet. प्लास के फूलों की सुलगती गई अंगीठी जिसमें आग जलाई जाती है से जाड़ा कम करना चाहता है. So that plus, that means that red color flowers are seems to be a red color burning fire, and it is reducing the coldness of that mountain. पूर्व दिशा में भेड़ों के झुंड की भांति फैला अंधकार भी बहुत आकर्षित लगता है. So in the direction of Purva, the Purva Disha means already I told you that direction. In that direction somebody seems to be in a crowded way as a ship. लेकिन कुछ ही पलों में रात्रि का अंधकार छाते ही दृश्य घटना में बदल जाता है. So suddenly when the night time is coming, the everything has turned to incident. चिलम उलट जाती है, आग बुझ जाती है, धुआं उठने लगता है और शाम ढल जाती है. So the fire has stopped, the gas is coming out, and then the evening time has came. So like that the poet he is telling a short thing in this poem. So again one more time I will repeat. शाम एक किसान कविता किस उद्देश्य से लिखी गई है. सो शाम एक किसान कविता के माध्यम से सर्वशवरदलाय सक्सेना पर्वतीय प्रदेश के सांख्यातकालीन प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य को दर्शाना चाहते हैं. पर्वत का मानविकारण करते हुए उन्होंने उसे एक किसान के रूप में दर्शाया है जो जाड़े की शाम में आकाश रूपी साफा पहनकर घुटनों पर नदी रूपी चादर डालकर प्लास के फूलों की सुलगती हुई अंगीठी से जाड़ा कम करना चाहता है. पूर्व दिशा में भेड़ों के झुंड की भांति फैला अंधकार भी बहुत आकर्षक लगता है, लेकिन कुछ ही पलों में रात्रि का अंधकार छाते ही दृश्य घटना में बदल जाता है. चिलम उलट जाती है, आग बुझ जाती है, धुआं उठने लगता है और शाम ढल जाती है. So children, this is the big question for you for this lesson. So you have to copy these big questions in your classwork very neatly so that you can study for your exam very clearly and very well, and you can follow. So till this your video class 9 has been over, and today we have seen the lessons, that is poem Sham Ek Kisan or lesson from Mahabharat Amba or Bhishma. Then I have given you the classwork. In the classwork you have seen शब्दार्थ, विलोम शब्द, पर्यायवाचक शब्द, प्रश्नों के उत्तर लिखो, and then big question, and then you have learned that how Amba or Bhishma chapter, in that what has happened, and then you have learned the poem, that how the poet he is comparing the evening time, the mountain with the farmer. So children, till this your class has been over. So again I am telling you that coronavirus is spreading more. Don't go outside. Please be safe in your home. Instead of going outside, again and again I am telling, please write your classwork, follow your worksheet. Then and there please complete your classwork. Then only you will be not having any burden. Anyway, anytime you are going to complete your classwork, better then and there you complete it, so that it will be easy for you for your exams, and then it will be easy for you to study also. Please don't keep pending work. If you are keeping pending work, that you have to do in any way. So please try to complete, follow the videos properly, then only you can study for your exam. Then I will meet you with the next video class from the next lesson. Till that, धन्यवाद बच्चों.